Howdy, my name is Dezular, and I'm from the Netherlands. I'm making a PC croquet documentation. Start to finish, enjoy. Howdy folks, Dezular here, Sultan. As you can see, I've already pretty much disassembled the entire case already. Mainly because I was kind of excited. I really want to get done. Oh my god. But I ran into a few problems. So, first I'll say the bad news, then I'll say the good news, alright? First the bad, then the good. So first I'll make you feel horrible, like, oh my god, oh, horrible. Then I'll pick you up with some awesome, tubular news. Now, first problem I ran into, the power supply, which I was hoping to use as an intake for the power. I can't do that anymore. I'll show you why. See, as you can see, it's, it looks fine. It looks just fine, right? I mean, you got the power here and plug it in there, no problem. But if you look inside, they've actually welded the socket onto the computer board. So there's no wires. Generally, you need wires. So plus minus wire, you go into the pled, red, and whatever cables are in there for the box. But I got no wires. I need wires. I need wires. Oh my god. So I'm kind of screwed on that part. But there is an alternative I can do. I don't like doing it. It kind of takes the stealth away from the entire case. But if you are having the same problem as me, either A, find another power supply that might fit. Most power supplies are universally fit. It's a rule of computer thumb. I don't know why. I don't go. But point is, find one that has, look around, scrounge around, find old parts at like junk fields or garbage waste or garbage plants or don't know. Point is, if you find a power supply and you have the points going to wires, that's good. That's really good. Huh. Interesting. I think I might have just figured out how to use it. Nice. Not sure how it would work. But because I'm unsure, yeah, I'm not going to use it. Because if you're unsure about something, don't do it unless you learn about it. And I don't have time to learn how power supplies work because I have a limited attention span. Ooh, shiny. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the whole stealth process of the back of the case, because the back of the case is pretty much just going to be facing a desk. So it's not really too nasty for me to not have the proper cables coming out. Yeah. So shit, that's one hindrance which I have liked to have not happened. But oh well, let's move on, shall we? Because this is going to become a grower no matter what I want. Now, more bad news. A friend of mine told me, good friend of mine, he said, Dezular, oh my god, how big are your plants? Do you think are your plants? Because you put the lights up here, or I'm planning to up here, like on the. I'm sure you can see that. Yeah, you probably can. I'm not sure if you put them up here, it's fine and dandy, but the plants will stop, or they'll just keep growing and make the entire thing full of weed. I'm like, yeah, perhaps, but I've seen enough video tutorials online of people doing the exact same thing as me who have not had that problem at all. They basically stopped the lights and went fatter. So I'm going to go ahead and just do it because that's kind of what I want to do. Now, another bad news is I don't think I have enough fans to do what I want to do. Because I have, thankfully, good news, I have this huge, how big is this one? 12-inch fan in the front for intake. So the air would go into the bottom and go out the top. That was the plan with this thing. It's a huge fan on it, freaking huge. Only 2 fans is not enough, in my opinion. You gotta have more airflow than just 2 fans. So I'm hoping I can get myself a smaller fan down in the back here, because I have 2 fan slots behind here. I have one and duo. It works, I suppose. Which I'll have to get that sealed in. But when I have to purchase those 2, I will put the prices that I find the ones that I have, because I will be putting a budget, like my current budget, and how much everything has costed me so far through the process of on this beautiful creation of stealthiness, yes? Now, on to the good news, because we all love good news. Everyone loves good news. I already went out and bought 2 lights, yes? And I also bought a power bar to put in there with a switch, because more contingencies the better, you know, I suppose. But I am missing, and the total for the one of these lights is $3 or €2.95. It's euros, so do your conversions. But I bought this light bulb that I purchased, 2 of them. Now I wasn't sure what lights to get, but I got this one. Yeah, the color temperature is 2700 K. High, 2700 K. Color temperature. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Hello. 2700 K color temperature, which sound like a really cool thing, because I've heard a lot of people say the exact same number. And if you want to get one, make sure to this one, blah blah blah. Fine. Another thing is the wattage, which it says 11 watts is 55 watts, which basically translates this thing is 55 watts, because it states in the box that one of these is equal to 55 watt. That's how much oomph it has. Yeah, it has 700 lumens. 700 lumens. Now, I did a little bit of research on that. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I had talked with a guy on the site that I hang out to, SU, who basically said that this light should work. It should get your buds, your seeds budding, and it should just be able to grow them. You won't have the best growth. You won't have the, oh my god, god weed. Oh my god, this is amazing. No, it won't be like that. I'm not planning on having that. I just want stuff that I can enjoy. Just, okay, it's not the best, but it's not the worst, you know. So I use 2 of these for my growing constantly. Now, there is a rule of thumb. I have done more research. If you are going to get LED lights, you should get red, white, and red, blue, and white color ranges, or soft color, or soft light. That was it. Or high pressure, something or other. HPC, I think. Lights. Those are apparently like the best, the bee's knees. Please, if you have any comments or questions, put them below. I'll read it. Even if the troll post, I'll read it. I'll laugh about it. We're cool. But if you have anything like, no, you should do this and this, because if you do that, you might ruin your buds. I'll be like, thank you for the tip. I thank you very much. But until then, I'm going to be using these unless someone states otherwise. Mainly because they're only €3. I thought they were going to be like 7, 8, 9 euro. I was like, oh my god, it's going to break my bank. But no, just €3 for this. And the block cost me a total of $5. $5 for 3 slots. Now, I went specifically for 3. Specifically. One, because I can have a light on each one, one light per, and I can use the middle one to power my fans. Now you might say, hold on, Dezular, how do you power your fans with this? That doesn't make sense, nigga. That don't fit. Well, my friend, welcome to the wonderful world of electronics. A fan needs a total of, how much to say, about 15 volts of power, give or take. So what you do, you find an old adapter that you don't need or doesn't work, or it has to work, obviously, but you don't need anymore, and you just cut it, which is actually a broken one, which I'm going to reuse. But you have to make sure the output is 12 volts. If the output is 12 volts, you're good to go. Because you plug those fans in right into the power source, it's going to sound like Sonic the Hedgehog turning into the Tasmanian Devil with a side of boom. It's not going to explode them, but it's going to overwork them and fry them. So they'll be useless, and that's a waste of money and resources. So don't do that. Make sure you get a transformer. That's what this is. It transforms the power from 220 volts or 100 volts to 240 volts all the way down to 12 volts, what you need. Haha, precious, very precious. So yeah, I basically plug the 2 lights into the light fixture, 2 lights into this thing, and then I plug this one in with the fans. Now, on to your next question, which I'm pretty sure you have. How the hell do we get this light bulb into this socket? How do you get the power? Well, I haven't purchased it yet. Probably do that a couple days from now because I'm busy with my life. yes. But there are special extenders which plug into here and screw onto this. They just screw onto it and click, done. They do exist. I've seen them online. I've seen them in the shops. But yeah, they do exist. I'm gonna get 2 of those for these. 1 bulb, 1 per bulb. Put the power in there for the whatchamacallits, for the fans. And I'm pretty much golden. And then I have pretty much my light setup done. But I'm also missing a timer, because I want a timer. Because the timer is good for my day-night cycles. Because it will have its own day-night cycles. And I will ensure that the entire innard of the case is covered where light could shine through. Now, the big problem I have was the front of the case. One of the side cases. Because as you can clearly see, once I get it for you, this is a gamer case. As you can clearly see from the awesome patterns and stuff, and the fact you can see through it. That's not good for growing, because it'll fuck up your day-night cycles like shit. I'm guessing. So what I'm gonna cover this with cardboard, perhaps. But how am I gonna line the cardboard up with, reflective material? Because in the case it's all silver. It will reflect light. It won't the best, not the best way, but it'll work. I will have light leakage, as they would probably call. But you know what? I'm not really up for efficiency right now. I just want to get it going, ram my head through it. I don't care if it works or not. I'll have fun doing it either way. I'm doing it as a hobby, not as a profession. Sorry, OCD friends. But yes, I'm going to be covering this up with cardboard, and I'm going to probably put, which I already given some thought of, I'm probably going to be putting, get off there. Okay. I'm probably be putting on, as I've probably stated before, in the summertime and your car's outside and the sun's on it for more than 8 hours and you go inside your car, you are cooking. It's hot, But they had these special little windshield thingies they put on there in windshield or your front window, your windshield, that keep the sun reflected away from the car or from the inside. So your car stays at night a little bit cooler. Now the exact same thing can be used for our stealth PC. How? Well, those little panels, if you do it the right way, will reflect all the light. So hopefully within this week I'll show you how to buy that, buy the thing I need for it, hopefully. And when I do that, we're pretty much golden. Very important part though, make sure you measure your case. Because if you don't measure it and you start cutting, next thing you know you're going to have a piece that doesn't fit and you're like, or it's too short and you're like, oh shit, I can't, oh crap. Now it's just messy. So make sure you do smart, do your thing, measure it up, double check, check twice, cut once, that kind of thing. Now for coolness factor, my case has, because it's a gaming computer, it also has a very awesome front cover. Now, it's one of those Alienware knockoff cases, as you can clearly see from the front. But on the back, they have these cables for the lights and cables for the other lights. They have cables for these lights. What's that? Oh, cool! It's actually 4 lights. Sweet. Didn't know this stuff. Now they got these 4 lights, which I'm going to keep on, obviously, because if I keep it on, it's more stealthy, because the lights are on, it's activated. It's amazing. Yeah. And I pretty much try to keep all this clean and, clean it out and make sure there's a block here, because apparently the light will transfer right to the bottom of the case. Now that doesn't look very nice, to my opinion. If you have the light just, shining through the bottom of your case. Might look cool, but it will also look very suspicious. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say about that. Oh, right, another little thing. If I open my case door right now, let's say I do mount it up. Mount it up, everything's cool. If I open this up, oh my god, there's a massive gap in there. Oh shit. People can see right into my case. Oh my god, how am I going to fix it? Well, many ways. You can get another one of these little plastic cap things, which are pretty much easy to find. if they're not easy to find, go to your local computer store. Like, I need these caps because I have a hole. I want to fill it, and they'll be like, oh, here you go, 20 cents. I don't know the price. Check your local computer store. Or you can be really fashionable about it. If you still have the if you still have the actual device, you can pop the cap off. Yeah, with a very delicious tool which I don't have at my hand at the moment. Actually, he did differently. A video tutorial that I saw, I will probably link it down in the chat, in the comment section, in the description. I'll link it to his channel so you guys can check out how he did it as well, to get an idea of how where I learned it from. So you say, okay, he did differently, but hey, there's two ways of doing one task, you know. He basically unscrewed the bottom, and he had a little plug thing he clicked, and it shot this out. And once it's out, you can take this off, and then take the little cap off. And then what you do is you put the cap back there, or you put the round, you basically glue the cap onto itself with plastic glue. Glue this part onto this part, and then this part you basically glue onto the front of the case. So it doesn't look suspicious at all. It looks, you know, pretty decent. Let me just put this back to where it was before. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As for any gaping holes or anything you're really worried about for lights, leakage, my advice, tape, duct tape. Or especially the fluorescent duct tape stuff. Like, I think I have a roll of duct tape here somewhere, which is actually silver, which is stupidly perfect for what I'm waiting for. Because it has a little bit of light reflection, a little bit, but it could be better than nothing. So I'll probably end up using that. I'm probably going to get working on this case next week, I'm hoping. And by then I'll probably have my seeds. I'm not sure what strain I'm going to be getting. No clue. But I'll let you know. As for the process of actually growing the plant, I will be do more research on that, obviously. The more you know, knowledge is power. The more you know, the less you know, apparently. Either way, that's all I had to cover for today's episode. Mind you, I will not be making daily episodes, in case anyone you were wondering. But this is basically what I have so far, and I needed to tell you about the power supply, because that was a massive hitch on my side. I had no idea they did it this way. So that kind of screwed me over. But I could fix it by cutting this entire thing out, and then just unscrewing the little thing here, and then finding a way to put this cable through this, or cut the cable, put it on here somehow. I don't know. Either way, all the details will follow. Just stay tuned. Like, comment, dislike if you wanna. If you're feeling bold and dangerous and being like a dick, hey, if you don't like it, don't like it. Could I not get the two shitsu? Oh, by the way, a little treasure, good news for me. When opening this case, I found a 200 gig hard drive. My new little server. So yes, that's all fun and dandy. Anyway, that about wraps it up. Till next time, this is Dezular from the Netherlands. Peace.